What's up, wrestling fans? My daughter just got home, so my dog's excited. So sorry about all the dogs barking in the background. Lou, want to come on YouTube Live? We just got done with the 2018 Money in the Bank WWE pay-per-view for the 2018. What'd you guys think, guys? The mailman, Jimmy Milstead, right here on the small package, episode 26. We're going to review some results here. We'll also talk WWE NXT TakeOver Chicago 2018. I guess it's Chicago 2. You guys got to bear with me. I'm on fumes. Still on East Coast time. Did a lot of yard work today. Lack of sleep these past 3 weeks. I'm about to call. We're going to just have an audio session with my boy over in UK, Ryan, the Rat Boy, Alexander Taylor. We couldn't get those guys to stay up late to have a dual broadcast on. Guys, what's the problem? A little drama in the other room for real life. I'm sorry if you hear some crying. It's all good. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to each and every one of you guys that are dads. But, hey, what's the matter? You're on YouTube Live. You want to come on and explain it? All right. I'm sorry, guys. Emotional teenager in the other room. But happy Father's Day to each and every one of you guys out there. Holy smokes. Hey, we're on live TV. Come on in here. Okay. We'll never know. I'm sorry, guys. There's a lot of background noise here. I can't shut my door here. Hey. Let's this is a wrestling show. All right, there we go. There's no crying in wrestling. I mean, my guy Shinsuke Nakamura couldn't get it done. I want to sit here and cry a bunch of tears. Let's go to the YouTube chat here. How's everybody doing tonight? Jimmy Milstead, the mailman, small package, episode 26. Thanks for joining us. I'm here to talk WWE NXT TakeOver Chicago and tonight's WWE Money in the Bank. What were your thoughts on the show? Was it everything that you thought? Was it too predictable? What were your records? I'll go over the records real quick for the Brits and myself and my buddy Marc Wood. The guy's competing for a prize next year at next year's WrestleMania in New York. Tonight, Rory Barr, the Bar, over in Blackpool, England, was tearing it up at first. I believe he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10-0 off the start, guys. This guy was unbelievable, and then he fizzled out at the end to go to 10-5. 15 matches were presented this weekend. There was one match, I guess, that didn't make it. I thought it was I thought we were supposed to see the B team versus the Deleters of the Worlds, Bray Wyatt and Woken Matt Hardy, but we did not see that match. So 10-5, Rory Barr, not bad. My buddy, my cohort over there, I'm about to bring him on, the Rat Boy Ryan Alexander, 12-3 this weekend. He needed it coming in. He was terrible. Let's take a look. Ryan, the Rat Boy Alexander, coming in was a 13-26 record. He goes 12-3 this weekend. He did really well. Big wins for who was his big win? He got Carmella. He picked Carmella. He picked AJ tonight. Bliss was a big win for him, and he is happy as hell. We're going to bring him on, see what he thinks. Ryan, the Rat Boy Alexander, 12-3 to go to 25-29 for the year. Yours truly, the mailman, Jimmy Melstead, really putrid. 9-6 over the weekend. I took some chances on NXT. I wanted the Velveteen Dream and Oni Larkin and Danny Burch to win. 2 losses off the bat. That explained my weekend. My guy, Shinsuke Nakamura. Where does Shinsuke go after tonight, guys? My guy, I thought for sure he was going to finally do it, and he could not bring home the WWE Championship. I will just shut up right now. I went 9-6, and right now I'm tied for the lead, but I gave up the lead. I'm just happy I'm tied with Rory for first place, 35-19. And my buddy Marc Wood is 25-20. He had a late start. I want to throw this wild card out there. Viewers, let us know. Should he suffer all the NXT losses? He did not. He failed to pick up any of the picks in New Orleans at the start of this contest. Do you think he should have 5 more losses? I think there was 5 matches that card. Put your comments in the section here. Right now he's 25-20. Should he be 25-25 or whatever it is? We also had some pre-show matches on in NXT New Orleans. Well, we'll get to that in a few. I thought it was a fun weekend there in Chicago. The crowd was electric. Let's go to the particulars here. NXT Chicago, they had 11,628 in attendance there last night. I kept calling it 2018. It was NXT TakeOver Chicago 2. Dose, 11,628. I thought that crowd was unbelievable. What was tonight's result? Attendance there in the Money in the Bank. You know what? I think I have the wrong one up. Okay, June 27th. Yeah, that was today. 15,214 tonight at the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. And right off the bat on the pre-show, you could tell that crowd was fired up. I really think Chicago is the best. I've never been to a show in Chicago. I truly think Chicago, for wrestling fans, are the best in the world as far as at least the United States. I'll let the Europeans chime in here in a little bit. No doubt about it, England and everybody in Europe is a great fan. They're the ones that gobble up all the travel packages during WrestleMania. But as far as Americans, I think Chicago trumps the New York, New Jersey area. And if you want to argue, let me know. I'm right here. I think Chicago is the best wrestling city in America. So without further ado, let's bring on the Rat Boy here. He's up late. We could not get a classic Google going. Well, our next show for Extreme Rules, I don't have a date on that yet. The pre-show, our prediction show, we're gonna do the Google Hangout things again. And next time we're gonna be way better than we have discovered how to do it finally, guys. And it's finally gonna be more of a, I guess you could say, we're still amateurs, but it's gonna be more of a professional show. And I invite you guys. We'll try to get callers on the line. We'll get your takes. It's just a fan show predicting. Let's get your predictions. So let's get Ryan, the Rat Boy Alexander. He's got the day off tomorrow over in Blackpool, England, and we're gonna call him right now and see what he thought of the weekend. Bear with me for a few, guys. It always takes a few minutes. What did you guys think of the show? Give me your comments and feedback in the YouTube section here. Ryan, are you there? Oh, God, he's playing. He's riding high, guys. Rat Boy, how you doing, buddy? How are you doing tonight? I know he's doing very well. He saw Alexa Bliss win the Money in the Bank. Listen to this guy. Good Lord. Did you hear that? Are you alive?
Oh, I'm alive.
I'm trying to get. Yo, I got money all over the place. I was tossing $20 bills. I think you deserve that, buddy. You called it. Alexa Bliss not only gets the Money in the Bank briefcase, but cashes it in tonight and is the Raw Women's Champion once again. Ryan, the floor is yours. It's all about you, buddy. Speak your pleasure.
Woman ever to win a tables match, a cage match, an elimination chamber match, a Money in the Bank match, and cash in on the same Mother Blessing night.
Mother Blessing. Yes. So you're feeling good. What are you doing to celebrate?
What am I doing to celebrate?
Yeah, what are you doing right now? I don't want to know what you're doing. Wait.
No, I'm doing nothing unsanitary. Don't worry about it. I'm sat comfortable in bed. I think I'm going to put on the Alexa Bliss connection on the network.
He's riding high, guys.
Great pay-per-view tonight.
Hey, man. Absolutely. It was all about you tonight, and it's
the comeback is on.
Hey, man. Cheers.
Aficionados scores 12-3 to the night. Alexa wins and I win.
Ryan wins.
I got to tip my hat to Becky Lynch tonight. She tried hard. She worked hard, but of course she failed once again.
I was heartbroken off that. God, how sexy did she look tonight? I love Becky. I love you, Becky. I know Rory is sleeping right now there. Me and him picked Becky. My buddy James Deadpool Herrera out there had Sasha Banks. Some great – that Money in the Bank for the women's was very entertaining. You automatically, I thought, could rule out a couple of people. But some big high spots in that match. And you know what? I was surprised. I thought two baby faces would come out tonight. And I guess you could say one did if you count Braun Strowman. We'll get to that in a minute. But Alexa Bliss, the big winner tonight, she gets the Money in the Bank for the women's and cashes in on Nia Jax during the Ronda Rousey match in extreme fashion and against her old best friend. I can only imagine where this is going to lead to down the road here to SummerSlam now. We have Extreme Rules coming up as our next pay-per-view. Do you have a date on that, Ryan? It's like mid-July, right? It's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I think it's 4 weeks today, which makes it the 15th of July.
All right. So your boy, Jimmy the Mailman Milstead, is finally back together again, and we're back in wrestling mode, and we're talking all things Money in the Bank weekend here. Feed us your thoughts. Feed us your comments. Let's go to the YouTube page real quick. I got Marc Wood joining us. He was live tonight for most of the broadcast. I want to say, hey, kudos to my internet. Holy shit. For once, I had no snafus. I was live all night, Ryan. It felt great. We're live right now on YouTube talking Money in the Bank. God bless you, internet. Here's CenturyLink out here in the Northwest. But so overall, great tonight. Ryan, what do you think? What do you think of this overall for the – I mean, I know you're riding high with the Alexa Bliss stuff. Did you really think the pay-per-view was if you take away the Alexa Bliss win, what are your thoughts of the overall pay-per-view?
Well, obviously with an unusual branded thing, I'm not surprised that it stretched over 4 hours. It was a tad long win.
Oh, shit. I think I just lost him. My bad. Let me call him right back. Oh, shit. 1 second. I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong button. Live TV. I was adjusting here. We're going to get Ryan right back. Ryan, sorry. I accidentally hung up on you. Go ahead. Continue.
sour because Becky Lynch failed in her attempt.
Oh, I know, man. I'm not sour. I'm totally not sour, man. But Becky Lynch, my wife was in here watching the match with me, and you know, I'm a happily married man. Becky Lynch, I told her, I mean, she has her bows, or what do you call them? She has her hunks that she looks at. It's all right to look. Becky Lynch is definitely that hall pass. If I ever could have one, holy smokes, she looked unbelievable tonight. I was totally rooting for her. Man, Becky Lynch has got to have a Cinderella run here. Hopefully by WrestleMania, maybe she can have a run at that SmackDown Championship again. The first ever SmackDown Women's Champion. She looked great. And I know Rory Barr, once you watch this, I know he was disappointed. We both had Becky tonight. Ryan, back to you. Your thoughts on that match again?
I'm actually surprised the other day when you predicted that it would be a clean sweep.
Oh.
When you'd obviously picked Becky Lynch. Did you assume that I was going to pick against the Goddess?
No, I didn't say. Did I say clean sweep?
You said you predicted that it would be a clean sweep and we'd all go in the same direction.
Oh, okay. Kudos to you, man. I really didn't see a heel winning it for the women, but kudos, buddy. I saw more of a heel maybe winning for the men, but that proved to be wrong. I thought actually maybe two baby faces would have briefcases this year, but we've already got one cash in. We don't have to worry about a women's cash in this year. And kudos, man. Just the floor is yours, man. Your Goddess is the new Raw Women's Champion once again. This is how many titles has she had? She's had a SmackDown Women's title already.
SmackDown twice.
And 2 Raws. Did she ever have the NXT?
3 Raws. 3 Raws now.
Yeah, 3 Raws.
Miss Dan. You put Becky through a table to win it. She defeated Becky when it was vacant. She defeated Bayley at Payback. She defeated Sasha Banks 2 weeks after SummerSlam on Raw. And now tonight, after successfully making Ronda Rousey her bitch, she pinned Nia Jax.
Nice. So I got Marc Wood on the comments here, a little late on the YouTube. We're a couple seconds behind on the my other page here. He says, in his opinion, a total save of face for Bliss to come out and save this match for Ronda. Did you think Ronda Rousey was lousy in that match? My buddy Marc Wood,
No,
he thinks maybe Ronda did not look that good tonight. I might have to rewatch that match in total to see what he's talking about there.
Again,
Go ahead.
I'll have to rewatch the match on my own. I remember being in deep conversation with the guys during that one, but from what I remember, Ronda put up a decent showing. Again, it's another match similar to WrestleMania that she would have had several weeks to prepare for. But no, I definitely think she's picking up the business quite quickly, to be fair. Nia Jax took a lot more of the offense than I anticipated tonight.
Yeah.
I did pick Ronda Rousey to win, but via disqualification.
Yeah, I'm counting this in our predictions. We all had Rousey, and she won via DQ, so that is not counting against us. We did not include in our predictions a cash-in, so that's a wash. So we all got the win on that one, just to let everybody know. We all had Rousey. Oh, my bad. Rory Barr had Nia Jax. She lost via disqualification on that original stipulation there. So I'm just throwing that in there. So your thoughts, Ryan?
No, like I say, I always watch it again the next day to try and gather a different perspective. But I thought Ronda performed well tonight. I think she's picking up the business fairly quickly. As I said, I thought Nia took a lot more of the offense. I was worried at first, though. I don't know if paranoia set in. I thought it was going to be a failed cashing attempt from Bliss for some reason.
Yeah,
I didn't see it cashing in tonight. I thought she was going to hold the briefcase for some time, to be honest.
Yeah,
but, you know, that's wrestling. I was swerved. I didn't anticipate it. And No, she didn't become the Baron Corbin of the women's division, at least.
Yeah. So, yeah, to me, that's the biggest thing of tonight was the Alexa Bliss cash in. She gets back her Raw Women's Championship. I got James Deadpool Herrera joining us tonight. He says congratulations to his boy for retaining his WWE Championship, AJ Styles. You know,
very well said, sir. Very well said.
I am not mad at that, James Deadpool Herrera. AJ Styles is the man. Just disappointed in myself and all the Shinsuke Nakamura fans out there. Where does Shinsuke Nakamura go from here? We cannot get it done. He's dead in the water, and he's going to be in the back of the line. Maybe he's in the U.S. title picture now. Who knows?
I definitely don't think he's dead in the water. He's not dead in the water. This heel persona has seen him come out of his shell since WrestleMania. I don't know which direction they'll take him in, but this guy isn't dead in the water yet.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see on this week's SmackDown. I would assume Shinsuke goes probably to the Jeff Hardy level. Somebody new is probably going to be
if Daniel Bryan needs an opponent at SummerSlam, you know.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan on his way up. Speaking of that,
I think they're gonna hold off the Miz and Daniel Bryan until WrestleMania.
Yeah, hopefully. That's what we all want to see. That build-up would be tremendous. Well, let's go back in 24 hours, or what is it now? I don't even know what time it is. Let's go back a day. Let's go back to NXT real quick. NXT Chicago, NXT TakeOver Chicago 2. Let's rehash that, Ryan. I watched it on demand. I was not live. Give me your thoughts on that pay-per-view. We had 5 excellent matchups. Like I said, 11,628 Rockets fans there on June 16th there at the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois, to take part in this one. We saw some great matchups. Give me your thoughts on this card and what you thought. I didn't take too many in-depth notes on this, but we can go over. We'll start off with the Undisputed Era. Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, the incumbent NXT champions for the tag team titles. They came out with Adam Cole, baby, the North American champion. They defeated Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch in a wild match that went 16 minutes to retain the tag team titles. A tremendous matchup. I really thought Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch really looked well in this, and you guys got that right. I had a sentimental value, and I picked Oney in this one, talking about Washington Capitals hockey. Oney Lorcan's theme song was the Capitals' goal horn all year. That's solely the reason I picked him, but I know these guys are on the rise. Him and Danny Burch, I thought, had an excellent match. It was a lot of athleticism, a lot of hard hitting. I love, by the way, Kyle O'Reilly. This guy's a star in the making. If he's not a singles, if he's not in a tag team, this guy's going to be a tremendous single star. Did you have any thoughts on this match?
Just a quick note, you mentioned about them using Oney Lorcan's theme. I remember watching highlights of the playoffs, and I could swear I heard the old DIY theme. Am I correct?
You are correct, sir. When the Capitals, by the way, anybody that doesn't know, if you're stumbling upon this, my Washington Capitals are Stanley Cup champs. The in-game entertainment guy is a big wrestling fan. He uses a lot of WWE themes. Becky Lynch when we go on the power play in Washington. Yes, sir. We used DIY to enter the arena, the Washington Capitals, the old DIY theme. Chrome Hearts by CFOs. Tremendous respect to that guy that puts together all the in-game packages for Washington Capitals hockey. Yes, sir. You are correct. You heard that correctly. More thoughts?
guys that he did always deliver. They've always ranged from good to excellent, and this was no exception. I got the feeling that I think there was a couple botches early on, mainly on the part of Danny Burch. I don't know if the nerves were showing. Obviously, it was both their first takeover, but as this match gathered pace, it just got hotter and hotter. I think as good as Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly are, I think you had to get Adam Cole out there. It's an easy thing, but you give them the Adam Cole baby pop, you get the crowd going before the first match.
Yeah, I thought.
I mean, I don't know if it's the greatest decision to not have the North American Championship defended on its first available takeover since New Orleans, but you know, there's only 5 matches, so there's only so much room. And if there wasn't one match, I would have scratched off this card. No, but in the end, again, it was another hot opener. I wasn't sure whether they'd open with this or Ricochet versus the Velveteen Dream. But, this crowd was definitely undisputed. It was a very Smark-centric crowd, as it usually is in Chicago.
Yeah, like I said, Ryan, if there's anyone, if there's any American city that can rival you guys over there in Europe, it's Chicago.
I think the only thing for me this takeover, it seemed a little bit predictable. Obviously, me and the bar went 5-0.
Yeah, you guys were unbelievable. You guys predicted everyone.
I didn't see many potential swerves in this one.
Right on.
That's not to say it can't be enjoyable.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I mean, you don't really suspect a "you fucked up" chant from an NXT crowd. Obviously, I think there was miscommunication when Aleister Black tried to deliver the Black Master Lars Sullivan towards the end of that match.
Yeah, let me jump into it real quick. Let's bring on Lee Ermey real quick.
Knock off the jaw jacket. It's time for mail call.
All right, Lee, God rest your soul. You know, I'll just start off the bat. I don't have my I didn't even make a list for that. I lost that match, so I can't do a return to sender. But I lost that match. Where's Rory when you need him? Hey, Mr. Postman. Oney Lorcan lost, but I think in the end they're going to win. Those guys look very good. Rory, Ryan, and Marc Wood got those predictions right. And I know most of you guys out there that joined along with us had the Undisputed Era. Can I ever do it right? Adam Cole, baby. I think it's going to be tremendous. I'm kind of cool with them leaving Adam Cole off the card. It'll leave it a hotter build here as we go into SummerSlam. We got a long summer ahead of us. And who do you think his opponent will be at SummerSlam or NXT Brooklyn? Is it 4 now?
One moment, please. Hang on.
You already got it? Oh, he's got it. I knew I could count on you, Ryan. Well, I got that pick wrong. We usually pick that or.
There's wonderful stuff. If I had to guess right now, I would have thought that Adam Cole, I could be wrong, would take on Ricochet at Brooklyn 4.
All right, that would be tremendous. James Deadpool Herrera. James Deadpool Herrera. That's a Money in the Bank lunchbox. So yes, sir, you do spy. Well placed. I'm gonna cash that in on Rat Boy at WrestleMania 35. James, you going to WrestleMania 35? We have to link up, buddy. As a viewer of our show, you're now a part of our crew. So, Deadpool, give me a holler if you're going to WrestleMania next year. Ryan, continue. I thought that first match was electric. The second match, Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream. Let's get on with that one. Let me go into the particulars here. That match went 22 minutes, 10 seconds. The entrances alone, guys, was enough to pop your boy. Velveteen has done a tremendous job theming himself. He's done a Rick Rude. He's done. Who did he do in? I might need some help with this. NXT New Orleans. He wasn't so. He was more of himself. Did he cosplay anybody in New Orleans, Ryan? Shit.
I'm trying to think back to that in Philadelphia if he did.
Yeah, Philadelphia too. That was more. Philadelphia was the Rick Rude. He took on Aleister Black in that. Or no, not Aleister Black. He took on Cassius Ohno.
Aleister Black was War Games.
Yeah. Okay. No, he came out as Hulk Hogan pretty much, and he did a phenomenal job. This guy, his theatrics alone, the guy's a superstar. You know, he's not winning a lot of matches, but he is performing at an elite level. He's an athletic WWE superstar. Ricochet, though, you guys correctly predicted this match. I got it wrong. I had a sentimental value. I wanted to pick Velveteen Dream. I don't have my theme song again. You can play whatever song you want. I picked The Dream. This is where I play Elvis, Return to Center, but I can't do it right now. I got that pick wrong. I went 0-2 to start. Let's talk about the match, man. What'd you think? There's a lot of high-flying action. I believe the spot of this match, Velveteen suplexes. There you go. Ryan. Velveteen Dream suplexes Ricochet onto the mat. Basically a superplex. Good Lord. The wind was sucked out of me watching that. What were your thoughts going through that?
I felt like I was playing 2K18 when I saw that high spot.
Unbelievable.
You know me and my thoughts on Hulk Hogan. I forever will think the guy's a piece of trash. However, Velveteen Dream coming out in the Hogan gear was quite exquisite. My only deal with the Velveteen Dream is I just worry for this guy when he goes up to the main roster.
I'm not.
They've got an infamous reputation with turning chicken salad into chicken shit.
Yeah.
So I fear for this guy when he heads up.
Well,
roster.
I think
if it was up to me, he'd be in NXT forever, but that's selfish. You know, he's good enough. He's charismatic enough. I did like the hot dog and handshake thing.
Yeah.
It said to Ricochet in the middle of the match. I thought that was a delightful spot.
Good storytelling.
At the end of the day, at the end of these days, you know, some of these guys didn't go for the independence scene. You know, I have no issue with that.
Yeah, I think
if fans want to hate on guys for that, play up to it. He's 22 and he's this good. He doesn't need to be in the independent scene. He's where he should be.
Yeah, I think every Velveteen Dream match, like I said, these NXT guys, they get more time to practice their matches. So that's usually why the takeovers are so much better. But I've noticed every Velveteen Dream match, there's just great theatrics to it, great storytelling. I don't.
The thing with Velveteen Dream, even though his record is 1 for 3 at these takeover events, no losses hurt him yet.
Nah, exactly.
Aleister Black didn't hurt him. Not winning the North American Championship. Defeated by Ricochet. Nobody seems to look so good in defeat than the Velveteen Dream. I
think that's why
this guy.
He's losing.
This guy's just got it.
I agree. I don't.
He can talk, he can walk, he can wrestle, he can. This guy is the shit. He is the shit.
That's why I'm not fearing for him when he goes up to the main roster. You guys got comments on that? Feed them in your out here in our comments. Let's go look at the comments real quick. James, those guys were talking about the street fight and how incredible it was. We'll get to that in a minute. But thanks for the 4 viewers. I got 3 viewers now. But yeah, so I thought NXT was off to a tremendous start off those 2 matches. So Ricochet gets the win. The Undisputed Era gets a win. What am I looking for here? Then we had Shayna Baszler taking on Nikki Cross in a singles match for the NXT Women's Championship. This match was the least amount of time of the night, but it still went 9 minutes, 25 seconds. I think it was a Nikki Cross swan song from her NXT career. It was basically a story centered around how much Nikki Cross was more crazier than Shayna Baszler and how much she was not afraid of the intimidation that Shayna Baszler has brought to the NXT locker room. In the end, Shayna Baszler defeats Nikki Cross by a technical submission. And she basically, Nikki Cross did not tap out, and she was smiling as she passed out. I thought that was very good theatrics at the end. The crowd was very much into this as far as a women's match. Nikki showed no fear. I expect her to join the main roster here in the next couple of weeks. Sanity is now a SmackDown entity. Ryan, your thoughts on this overall match between Nikki Cross and Shayna Baszler? Who is Shayna Baszler's next opponent, you think?
I've been asking myself that question. I'm yet to come up with a good enough answer. I thought the match, similar to WrestleMania 28, the Hell in a Cell and the Venera match, this was a great story, not particularly a great match, but I don't think it needed to be. The story, the ring psychology in this was perfect. They played off each other so well. I did enjoy how Nikki Cross, if there's one way for a face to look good in defeat, it's basically by passing out and refusing to quit.
Yeah, she looked pretty good there.
What happened? I think Rory made a very astute observation the other day where they're just holding off on Sanity's debut to SmackDown because Nikki Cross needs to be a part of that stable.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
It's that sort of wild X factor in there. Without her, it's just another three guys with unstable mindsets. Nikki Cross needs to be in that stable.
Yeah, we saw the Bludgeon Brothers tonight on the pre-show defeat the Gallows and Anderson. I can automatically see a big rivalry there between Sanity and the Bludgeon Brothers. And, yeah, I don't see Nikki Cross being in the women's division and for a good time. She's definitely going to add to that faction. Sanity, I think, will be eventually taking over SmackDown here in the coming weeks. So a good showing by Nikki Cross, a good NXT career for her. I met her at NXT Orlando as far as the access during WrestleMania. She was couldn't be any cooler. So I'm a big Nikki Cross fan, and I can only hope the best for her. Talented and physical. I don't even know what her height is, but she is one tough broad, and she could entertain. So we'll move on to the next matchup. We had Aleister Black. We all thought this would probably go on last. Aleister Black is yet to main event in NXT. He ends up defeating Big Lars Sullivan in the singles match for the NXT Championship to retain his title. This match was only 14 minutes and 7 seconds. The theme around this was Aleister Black could not get his black mass connected on Big Lars Sullivan. What was Lars Sullivan's finisher? Man, it's escaped me.
Oh, no.
I have it on the tip of my tongue. That was the theme. I'll find it. But your thoughts on this match, Ryan?
I'm just racking my brain to think about what the name of that finish is. It's going to drive me crazy.
For some
I'll figure out commonly. I don't think it's too much problem that Aleister Black is yet to feature in a main event with the NXT champion. Do you think it becomes an issue if he doesn't main event Brooklyn for, assuming he still is the champion?
Yeah.
I did predict that the street fight would go on last. I thought it's the way to bring it full circle, considering this is where it all began last year. You have to assume that there's going to be a rubber match. I see for the rubber match, the third match, I'm thinking that they may leave it to, I don't know if it'll be too long, perhaps they'll leave it to NXT Los Angeles. You never know. We're only 2 months away. We're only 2 months away from Brooklyn.
So Survivor Series?
Let's take over Los Angeles, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a ways away, but okay. So
it's feasible. It's unlikely. But it's plausible. Aleister Black's next challenger, though, that's a tough one. I don't think there's a shortage of guys good enough. But I don't know. I could possibly see him doing a face versus face thing with Ricochet, but then again, I claimed he'd be the guy to go for Adam Cole's North American Championship.
well, we got EC3 still, and we got in the crowd during this NXT was my God, why is this name escaping me? I feel like an idiot. The big black African American. Good Lord.
Oh, Keith Lee.
Keith Lee. He is a badass. I don't have as much experience watching him as much as my buddies Tim Kelly and Kevin Mendelsohn, but the PWG phenomenon, Keith Lee, I could see him automatically being inserted into the title picture as soon as he debuts. So we have him, EC3. I'm trying to think of some other talents. Hell, Adam Cole could he has, just because he has the North American Championship, he could probably still invade his persona into a WWE NXT Championship matchup. We have the UK tournament coming up. Maybe we'll have a guy that emerges out of that. I'm looking forward to that. Are you going to any of those shows? Did they already tape those?
It's live at the Royal Albert Hall.
So it's live.
I believe next week.
Are you?
I think they're doing it live.
Are you going?
Don't quote. I'm not going. No. To be honest, the last UK-based event that me and Rory went to was a SmackDown house show at the MailMan Arena in Manchester, and that was November 2016. So, as far as we're concerned, obviously with the different expense for us getting flights over to the States, we've pretty much been putting all our eggs into the WrestleMania basket since then. Right on.
So Keith Lee,
because obviously yourself, you only have to get domestic flights, and it's. I just think we're in the mindset of, if something eats into the WrestleMania budget, we're in that sort of, go big or go home, and we'd rather go to WrestleMania than anything else.
Right on. So Keith Lee, I could see automatically being vaulted up there. There's some other guys. Like I said, I haven't even finished watching NXT before NXT TakeOver. Is there guys like Cesar Bononi or some other guys that are greener, maybe could get a shot? We shall see. Who else am I missing out on? Yeah, there's. Oh, have we seen Donovan Dijak down there? What's his name? Chris Dijak, or has he debuted yet?
Not that I've seen.
Wow, that guy is going to be awesome. A guy like that maybe debuts during this summer. I would love to see that guy. He's a phenomenal. I watched his career in ROH. Guy's awesome. He's a big dude that can fly. Some at NXT Access down there at Mania, New Orleans. He had a phenomenal match with Hideo Itami. Yeah, there's some talent down there. They just haven't shown them much on NXT television. So, all right, well, let's go to the main event now. So Black ends up retaining the title against Lars Sullivan. So the main event was the Chicago Street Fight, Mr. Rat Boy. This fucking thing went 35 minutes, 29 seconds. And your boy still coming back from the East Coast. I watched this on demand, but I was up late, and holy crap, it woke me up. So much drama. I didn't take any notes, but, I mean, there was belts. I believe Johnny Gargano came out kind of like themed up for Captain America or something, and Ciampa was his usual self. There was a lot of toys brought out. We had a belt spot. Ciampa was just being whipped. In the end, Gargano basically leaves Ciampa for dead as he throws him off the equipment stage into the table. It really looked nasty. A lot of nasty falls. They even tore the ring up to expose the boards at the end. All the like the NXT officials came out to prevent Gargano from finishing the job. That was kind of bullshit. If you're a Gargano fan, he was prevented there. Before I speak on what happens before that, Ciampa ends up taking Johnny Gargano's wedding band off and like spits on it, and he like whips it off into the crowd or into the distance, and really, really heelish stuff, really nasty stuff between these two guys. In my opinion, so far the rivalry of all wrestling, even if you're a Japan fan, Gargano's been in some very good matches, but in the end, Ciampa gets over, performed an elevated DDT onto the exposed floorboard onto Gargano to score the win. 35 minutes, 29 seconds. Ciampa, Tommaso, evens the series up. We all picked Ciampa, so I'm not surprised. But were you surprised after all what happened? Even Candice LeRae before the match came back to her man, gave her a crutch, and said, "Go kick Ciampa's ass." What were your thoughts? So, was there anything in this match that really grabbed your attention and that just gave you like that wow factor?
I wouldn't have been upset if this match had gone 3 hours. I thought it was a masterpiece in storytelling. Two moments stick out. I mean, the wedding ring, when he took Johnny Gargano's wedding ring and threw it out, and then Johnny Gargano's fit of rage when he realized he'd done it. I think also as well, though, the moment, if you remember how he executed his heel turn in Chicago last year, where they were looking out to the crowd, I very much enjoyed how he replicated that.
Yeah, it was a fitting full circle there.
This match, it was just good wrestling. It was good storytelling, just psychology. It was just, you watch these NXT TakeOver shows, and you just wonder how the same company can put on shows like this. Whereas I'm still questioning why I'm staying up till 4 a.m. every Monday to watch Monday Night Raw, which has been pretty unbearable lately. But you know, that's what happens when Vince doesn't have control over something. It's good.
I look ugly.
Hey, Ryan, I'm going to bring on my beautiful daughter, Lauren Milstead. She wanted to give me a Father's Day gift. So, Lauren, the floor is yours. But everybody, this is my beautiful daughter, Lauren.
I can't. I look
She can't do it.
Okay. So
she wants to say Happy Father's Day, I guess.
No, I have a present for you.
She has a present for the Jimmy the Mailman.
I went to Portland and we went to this.
Sweet, man.
She went to Portland today.
Oh, stop. And we went to this thing called House of Vintage, and it had a bunch of vintage stuff. And then I got these for you.
Okay. Oh, wow. She went, guys, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to let you decide. But she went to this vintage place in Portland, Oregon today, guys. And she went to the House of Vintage. And she found these old school WWF classic wrestling cards. 15 collectible wrestling cards. Series 1 includes 1 logo card. She spent $6. But hey, do I keep these in the package or just open them? I'm leaving it up to you. We'll wait till the next small package. But Lauren, thank you so much. I love the hell out of you. My daughter, Lauren Elizabeth Milstead, 16 years old, comes on to the small package. What's up, Lou? Thank you. This is the best Father's Day gift I could ever give me a kiss.
No,
okay.
That's incest. Okay.
All right, shit. Hey, my daughter, thinking of me, got me some trading cards today. I'll leave them up to you guys. I'm going to leave them in the package right now. I wonder if there's so much possibility in this thing. Lou, thanks so much. I love the hell out of you. Ryan, back to you, buddy.
say, what a sweet gift.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm so stoked.
That's badass.
I-
You're going to keep them in the packet? You're going to take them out?
I don't know, man. I'm not much of a card collector anymore.
Yeah. Can I think you should take them out.
You really think so?
I mean, if you keep something in his package, it's always like, oh, I may sell this one day, but you know, it's a sweet gift on Father's Day. You're never going to get rid of it.
How about we wait?
Look at them. You want to enjoy them.
Well, let's wait till the end. A little tease. How's that? Let's get on with the show.
Your choice.
Let's get. If we don't do it tonight, we'll do it the next show. So I got them right there. Let's move on. Let's go to Money in the Bank. So you guys went 5-0 during NXT TakeOver. I go 3-2. Marc Wood went 5-0. Overall TakeOver thoughts on what do you give a grade for NXT TakeOver?
Again, you know, TakeOver shows always deliver. To be honest, it goes back to my original point. I sort of think there's not a good enough excuse not for them to be good. I mean, they do only have 5 live shows a year. So, you know, it's not as if they haven't got the time of the performance centers to practice and put together these matches. But I think it was good. I don't think it was as good as New Orleans. Again, I'm going by way too thin margins there. I just think there were 1 or 2 more botches than you'd expect on an NXT show. But it started off strong and it finished even better. So I'd give it a solid. I'd give it a B+.
B+.
That's only going by the exceptionally high standards that TakeOver set for themselves.
All right. Yeah, I'll agree with you. I have yet to see really a TakeOver that sucks. But NXT New Orleans still setting the standard.
I think it was the weakest of the 3 so far this year. But again, that is just going by their exceptional high standards. And that's only because, obviously, there was a 5-star match in Philadelphia. New Orleans, there was 2 of them. But, again, maybe there's another one. I haven't seen Uncle Dave's rating system yet.
Yeah. My boy, James Deadpool Herrera, thought it was a 4-star show. And he also was commenting on the cards. They got to be in mint condition. Yeah, man, I'm hesitant to even open that shit. So maybe we'll decide. Maybe we won't open them tonight. But as a not really a big card collector, let's wait till further down the line. But all right, let's move on. We're going long here. Let's go to Money in the Bank tonight. Back in Chicago for the weekend. We had, like I said, 15,214 in attendance tonight, including Brock Lesnar guy. I saw him down there. One of the best arenas ever. Chicago. I cannot express my gratitude the way those guys are into professional wrestling. It makes it easy to watch when you're not a dead crowd. I hate the wave, but I can't hate them when they had the wave going during the Roman Reigns Jinder Mahal match. But other than that, I thought the crowd was phenomenal, and my hat's off to you, Chicago, for a tremendous Money in the Bank experience watching at home. You guys brought a lot of energy. So we had, 10 matches tonight, Ryan?
10 matches, 11, I guess, if you count Alexis Cash.
Pre-show, yeah. That we're not counting that. We did not predict that, but you did very well, sir. Even including NXT Chicago, 12-3. Like I said, the pre-show. Any comments? Bludgeon Brothers, Gallows, Anderson. It was a classic pre-show match. Let's take a look. We had, it's basically 3 out of 4 big men going at it. That match went 7 minutes. Bludgeon Brothers, Harper Rowan defeat Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson. Basically, they couldn't get the Magic Killer on them. And the Bludgeon Brothers power bombed to retain their SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Gallows ended up generating the hot tag as Carl Anderson had most of the heat during the match. It was a fast-paced match for a bunch of big men. And you know what? I didn't think it was that bad for a pre-show match. We all got the win. Or, excuse me, you had Gallows and Anderson. Me and Rory had the Bludgeon Brothers. So that was one of your losses of the night. Very rare, sir. So kudos. Thoughts?
I'll be honest, I have zero thoughts on this match. I was in the shower.
That's right. I FaceTime you while you were in the bathroom, and I apologize, sir. Totally.
Thankfully, I had the camera focused on just my head.
A total Val Venus moment. I was waiting for you to cue the moment. Yeah, well, hello, ladies.
I needed a solid 15-minute shower to de-cleanse after a horrible day at work, but it was
right on.
worth it.
Yeah, for those that are not familiar still, Ryan's a big bartender. What's the name of your establishment out there in case we ever visit? He fucking hates it.
I'm very sour on the place today, so I won't be giving the name, but maybe if you catch me with the Extreme Rules show, I'll be in a better mood. All
right. Right on, buddy. So, comments real quick. James Deadpool Herrera, he gave Money in the Bank 3 stars. But he agrees the crowd was fantastic. NXT TakeOver and Money in the Bank. Yeah, Chicago is one of the crowds I would jump in a heartbeat to go visit that city just alone on wrestling. So the opening match of the night, we got yes chants galore. Daniel Bryan and Big Cass open up the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I thought this match was outstanding, to tell you the truth. Big Cass learning submission rule moves off of Drew Gulak. From what we heard, this match went 16 minutes, 20 seconds. It went a lot longer than I thought it would be. We all picked Daniel Bryan. This match, Daniel Bryan did the Ric Flair flip off the turnbuckle, his classic flip off the ropes there. I kind of popped off that to the outside there in the beginning. An electric crowd. Daniel Bryan uses the Dragon Screw leg whip a lot. A Hiroshi Tanahashi classic move. If you're a New Japan fan, he is mastered that. Kicks to legs, heel hooks are the things he goes after, submissions. Big Cass, I thought, worked in some great moves I've never seen before. He had a big, what do you call it, torture rack into a slam a couple of times. D-Bry kicked out of a bunch of stuff. There's a big boot. The yes chants were all over the place. A lot of counters. The flying knee ended up getting into a heel hook at the end. Daniel Bryan submits Mr. Big Cass. I actually thought this match was a fantastic opener. Like I said, what was it? 16 minutes, 20 seconds. D-Bry gets the win. Little man versus the big man, the theme in that one. Thoughts, Ryan?
I don't know if WWE are operating on a system that they don't know how long they've got with Daniel Bryan. I wince every time the guy hits the high spot because I'd rather it be safe
than
anything else. I did enjoy when he did the Ric Flair spot, similar to how Shawn Michaels used to do it. I mean, that move's always been a bit of a kayfabe killer for me, but it is wrestling. It is wrestling, of course.
It is.
It doesn't always have to make sense as long as it's fun. I think the promo he gave last Tuesday on SmackDown was good. Again, I don't think any sort of loss is really going to hurt the guy at the moment. I'm not sure where they go from Big Cass with Big here. But, if Daniel Bryan needs an opponent for SummerSlam, then Shinsuke is available.
Yeah. That's probably where it's going to. So, I thought it was very good. Unlike the next match, Bobby Lashley takes on Sami Zayn. I have been uninspired with this matchup. God bless Sami Zayn. I think he's a master improv, but the disaster build up to this with Bobby Lashley's sisters. That was the next matchup. It went 6 minutes, 35 seconds. Basically a mini squash. And this rivalry actually has been giving me vertigo, Ryan. I'm feeling dizzy off it. I know this is bad shtick, but I was glad this match ended in 6 minutes, 35 seconds. Not much to say here. Sammy had a long grandstanding in the beginning. He's basically the court jester, you know. I really enjoy Zayn as a heel, but in the end, Lashley powers his power game was too much for Sami Zayn. Like I said, this was a nothing match to me. Let's see. You actually picked Sami Zayn. That was one of your 3 losses. Me and Rory got the pick right. We picked Bobby Lashley. And he's speechless.
Oh, sorry, I'm drifting. No, I think I did make 2. I mean, obviously, I missed out on 2 maybe rather more obvious booking opportunities with the Bludgeon Brothers and this one. However, you know, if I hadn't been a bit more adventurous, you know, I obviously went for AJ Styles, that paid off. Went for Alexa, that paid off. Carmella, that paid off. Ronda Rousey winning via DQ, that paid off. So I think things balanced itself out. I have little or zero interest in this feud anymore. The build-up has been crap.
Yeah.
Capped off by that terrible Three Sisters segment the other week. It's almost as if, you know, I think they agreed the deal with Fox for the 5-year contract worth $1 billion, and the next night on Raw they give us that deal. It was almost a big fuck you to the fans, telling us that our opinion is more irrelevant than ever because, let's face it, the Mac Daddy's rolling in the dollars at the moment.
Yeah.
But hopefully this is the end to this feud. Bobby Lashley's been drifting since he came. I initially did want to see him face Brock Lesnar, but at the moment, that match is going to take one hell of a build if that's leading to SummerSlam, which I doubt it is.
Yeah.
I love Sami Zayn as a heel. I think he needed to get away from that Kevin Owens dynamic for a bit. It'd be interesting to see where they take him from here. But I think that these two just need to split apart, really. Let that be the end of it. Right
on. All right. We spent too much time on that to begin with, but let's move on. This was one of the matchups of the night for me. Speaking of Brock Lesnar, the guy that I think could take down Brock was featured in this matchup. It was the Intercontinental Championship match, match number 3. Burn it down. It was Elias taking on Seth freaking Rollins. Seth won the title 69 days ago. Can you believe it's been that long already since WrestleMania? Wow, what a fighting champion. What a fighting champion Seth's been. 10
weeks ago this night. We don't really give Elias the credit for how good of a worker he is, but I think obviously because his character, his gimmick is the selling point.
Yeah.
I often think he could just work as a singer, really. They could have him come out and cook 5-10 minute concerts each Raw and each pay-per-view, and I think he'd still work. I was tempted to go for Elias, I must say, but that was when I thought that Seth Rollins was going to challenge Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. If rumors are to be believed, they're going to go down the Roman Reigns route again at SummerSlam, which is a dreadful thought. But
yeah. Well, Dean Ambrose sounds like he's pretty much he's at the Performance Center. He should be back soon. Speaking of this Intercontinental title match, I thought it was great, man. I thought Elias looked awesome. Personally, this was one of my favorite matches of the night. There was a lot of knee selling by Seth. At first, it was centered around his neck from the previous Raws, I guess. He had an apron spot a nice slam. Elias got a lariat on Seth. So, and then some rib action. So it was basically what Coach said, neck, ribs, and knees. But a lot of great action back and forth in this one. Some suicide dives, a knee buckle by Seth during the match. He was selling that knee hard. Some yay boos. Elias looked really good. He had a flying knee, I think, at one point. The Falcon Arrow there in the end for a near fall. Elias missed with the elbow. In the end, Seth ends up grabbing Elias's. Those pants were pretty unique by Elias. Those Gumby green pants. He ends up getting one over on Elias. In the end, they had some reversals, and he pins Elias to retain the Intercontinental Championship. I didn't take too many notes on this one. My notes decreased as I watched this pay-per-view, but a solid 17 minutes. Seth freaking Rollins. I think if I wasn't such a big Shinsuke Nakamura fan, this guy's my favorite wrestler right now. What'd you think of this match, buddy? We all got it right.
I thought Seth solved the injury very well, up to the point where me and the bar thought that Elias was going to take the championship. Seth's been white hot since WrestleMania. He's easily the best performer in this company right now. But then again, our Universal Champion is once again adverse, so obviously the Intercontinental title is the main belt on Raw at the moment. I wouldn't mind seeing him in a program with Dean Ambrose. I think obviously Dean needs to be the heel this time.
Will be interesting. You think he'll be back by the time Extreme Rules hits? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I would save it for the SummerSlam area, but obviously I don't work for the creative team. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I'd be saving it for SummerSlam or the night after Extreme Rules leading up to SummerSlam.
My buddy John Loose Cannon Lopez, shout out to him. He has joined us. Thanks for joining us, John. He says the IC title was good. He thought Elias was going to win after that elbow drop. Yeah, I was. There was some good near falls that made you jump out of your chair. Elias, man.
It's always very interesting when a face wins by heel tactics.
Yep. Elias is a very good heel, and I have no doubt by the end of the year he's going to have some kind of title around his waist, or at least an opportunity. So, all right, next up was the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. I did not, from here on out, take too many extensive notes, so we're going to speed up the show a lot. This one went 18 minutes, 30 seconds. I was honestly surprised by the result. I know you weren't. Me and Rory picked Becky Lynch. How beautiful did she look tonight? My beautiful wife Denise, sitting in here with me. She has her guys that during movies she tells me how much she loves them. Well, when it comes to professional wrestling, for me, it's Asuka and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, I was so rooting for her to win tonight, and she could not get it done. Her and Naomi were sitting up on the top of the ladder for bulk of it seemed like an eternity. All they had to do was take it off. They were up there and they were waiting, but some incredible kryptonite was keeping them from grabbing that briefcase. In the end, your girl, the goddess, Alexa Bliss. You called it, buddy. Alexa Bliss. We talked about it at the top of the show. She gets the Money in the Bank briefcase for the women, and she cashes it in on Nia Jax there in the Ronda Rousey singles match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. I'll leave it to you, buddy. What were your thoughts? Lana, I thought, looked pretty decent. I actually, before I talked about anything else, what I didn't think about when we were on our prediction show is I could have probably changed my pick to Natalya. I could have saw a scenario that she had the briefcase and Ronda Rousey ends up beating Nia Jax, and then she would have cashed in on Ronda, but I'm sure that was against a lot of probably thoughts for creative. But I'll leave the floor to you, buddy. Your girl won. Alexa Bliss ends up getting the cash in one night, just like Kane back a few years ago, and Dean Ambrose, right? It's all you, Ryan. Are you alive? He might have fell asleep.
Oh,
He's got to cue the music.
I'm going to dip into my bank account today. I'm going to buy me a boat so I can sail through the tears of every butthurt Mark in the international wrestling community.
Hey, I was butthurt.
Say again?
I was butthurt. This is one of our
Butthurt. You were sour.
this is one of our return to centers.
And your insults are forgiven for this night. I was sort of hoping that she'd hold the briefcase for some time. I think her heel persona fits that perfectly. But, you know, at the end of the day, she held it for 2 hours. She cashed in. She made Ronda Rousey her bitch. And she took back what rightfully is hers for the third time.
Right on. I don't have return to center, but I got the letter back. My Becky Lynch pick. We got to return it to center. So, kudos, Ryan. Your girl beat our girl, and she is the new Raw Women's Champion. So, I thought it was a decent second ever women, or actually it was the third women's ever ladder match because they redid that.
It was a decent match. There were some decent spots. I wouldn't say it was anything spectacular. Again, I was more than happy with the result. Cream always rises to the top. Becky Lynch put up a good fight. She was inches, fingertips away. But just like in the tables match, she loses to Alexa. Just like in the cage, she loses to Alexa. Just like the match on SmackDown for the vacant Women's Championship, she loses to Alexa. Just like in the Mixed Match Challenge, she loses to Alexa. And once again, she loses at the hands of Alexa Bliss.
Right on. I appreciate the guys that have joined us. We got John Loose Cannon Lopez, James Deadpool Herrera. They're Solid Monster legends, man. I've got another viewer on here. I don't even know who it is. My buddy Marc Wood back east. It's probably bedtime for him. I know James and Loose Cannon, we're West Coast guys. Massive respect, guys. Cheers. Just talking wrestling.
It's quarter past 6 in the morning. And I've been up since 10 a.m. yesterday.
James and my buddy John.
This is my rich dedication to this show.
Ryan, the Rat Boy, Ryan Alexander Taylor, my tag team partners over in Blackpool, England. In case you haven't ever met him, Rat Boy, give your Twitter handle. He doesn't tweet much, but these guys are great dudes. So.
I do not tweet. Did you pick Becky Lynch for this one? Did you not?
Yeah, I picked Becky just because how beautiful she is. And
give me a moment. I have a piece of music appropriate.
All right.
For you.
My flag is up.
The dulcet tones of the Carpenters once again.
Yeah, James, 10:15. Yep, we're. I hope you guys don't have to work tomorrow. Mark is in the house. Yes, sir. Marc Wood on the East Coast. Thanks for staying up with us, buddy. Well, let's move on. We got the next matchup was Roman Reigns taking on Jinder Mahal. You know what? That's when my wife came in to watch. Actually, she watched the women's in the Money in the Bank ladder match. She came home. And she joined me at that point, and I told her how much I love Becky, and she was like, yeah, she is a beautiful woman. So there's no shame there. But we went to Roman Reigns defeating Jinder Mahal as Sunil Singh was in the wheelchair. outside, all banged up. 15 minutes, 40 seconds this singles match went. God, you could tell Vince McMahon was probably having a heart attack during this match. As a sports fan, I cannot stand the wave. But if I was going to ever excuse the wave, it was during this match. People were shitting on this match I don't even know if they're chanting. Ryan, did you understand? There was something going on in the crowd that was more interesting than this match between Roman and Jinder. And Vince, you got what you paid for this middle of the card match. Actually, this was like almost to the end. But in the end, a spear to Jinder ended it. I don't have a lot of notes to say, but all I wanted to say was there was a lot of outside stuff going on. Did you catch anything that was going on outside this match? The fans obviously were totally shitting on this match.
I think I saw a few beach balls, I saw a Mexican wave. The last thing we needed was another drawn-out Roman Reigns match. I would have booked this match similar to Brock Lesnar and Goldberg at WrestleMania 33. Start off hot and keep on going. If anything, I would have booked this 5 minutes, just impact move after impact move. We didn't need no long drawn-out sleeper holes, no feeling each other out type wrestling. I would have kept this short and sweet, but like you say, he got what he paid for. He gave the fans too much time to shit on the match, and they did just that. Like I says, I have no interest in this feud whatsoever. I am a Jinder Mahalik, don't get me wrong. I do dig the guy.
Jinder Mahalik, wow.
But, my enthusiasm for this feud is completely void. It's just nothing.
Not to change the subject, but I know my boy John Loose Cannon Lopez. You met Chris Jericho. Are you or Deadpool? Are you guys going on the Jericho cruise? Let me know. Me and one of my buddies out here, Tim, we're gonna go on the Jericho cruise, and I'm taking my wife with me. My wife's going more for the relaxation, but if you guys are going on the cruise, let me know, man. We could freaking book flights together or some shit. But I was just curious. Let me know in the comments. That's my last vacation of this year. Before we and if you guys are going to WrestleMania, let me know, man. Me and the Rat Boy will be at WrestleMania in New York, New Jersey. Hopefully it's not going to be snowing. I am ultimately fair. I went to 29. That was my first one. The weather was great that year. Ryan, we have a lot to we have to go. If you're not a religious person, we got to start praying to the gods that it's not going to snow at MetLife.
I'll take snow in New York City any day of the week. Let's do it.
God, it's going to be ridiculous. Comments real quick. James was like, there's no DQ beach ball from Aaron Rift since he was in attendance. So he knows some guys that were probably there. Loose Cannon, I don't know what Vince is thinking looking at him in that Australia video. I just kept saying, damn, he's old. I have to watch that yet. Loose Cannon. I have to go see. There's a big Ryan, you have any thoughts on that? There's a big card coming up in October in Australia. I know Triple H is taking on the Dead Man, The Undertaker, for one final time. Any thoughts on that?
One final time before the
one
next
final time. Yeah.
It's similar to the Saudi Arabia. They're basically whoring themselves out for money.
Be a massive crowd.
Obviously, cricket is a massive sport in Australia. So, trust me, to do a WWE event in such an arena is a big deal. You know, maybe Buddy Murphy will be Cruiserweight champion by then. They'll probably want him, people like Billy Kay, Peyton Royce on the show. That's an easy pot for the crowd. But the Saudi Arabia, the greatest Royal Rumble show. Obviously, you know, they couldn't turn down that money. That's fair enough. 200 mil is 200 mil. That's no cheap chunk of change. But I took zero interest in that event in terms of continuation of the storyline. I didn't think it really served the purpose that way. I'll watch it, but I won't go out of my way to watch it live. It'll be one of them. And besides, if it's on in Australia. It won't be shown here till about the morning time, so
That's a guy from
I'll happily let the
Europe.
internet ruin that one for me that day easy.
Right on. All right, John Loose Cannon, he says he'll try to meet us up at WrestleMania 35. He doesn't know about the Jericho cruise, but yeah, definitely. We got to start getting a following here on the small package. But let's move on. We got a couple of matches to talk about yet. The next match was Asuka versus Carmella. This match went 11 minutes, 10 seconds for the singles match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. And the big story here, wow. I'm not even going to – I didn't take any notes. At the end, the match was what it was. I had a feeling I was going to lose this as soon as I predicted Asuka. Rory, I believe, had Asuka. Ryan had Carmella, and he wins. Carmella with some outside interference. James Ellsworth is back. He's a Baltimore guy. He actually was rooting for the Washington Capitals last weekend, so kudos to James Ellsworth. But he shows up in all the Asuka garb to distract Asuka, that classic WWE distraction. Asuka just all of a sudden stops what she's doing and could not, and she was obsessed with the body over there dressed in her garb. James Ellsworth has returned to WWE TV. Guys, what are your thoughts? What are your comments on this? Asuka, ever since WrestleMania, has not looked dominant. 11 minutes, 10 seconds. I do like Carmella, and I do like the fact that she has a little run here with the championship. I think Carmella is very stunning, actually. A lot of people think she's overrated in looks, but I think Carmella, we're a bunch of guys. We can talk. Give me your comments. You guys think she looks, even my wife chimed in. I think she had some lip work done or something, but I think she looks a lot better. But Ryan, what'd you think of this match? Were you pissed off that you saw James Ellsworth back in the WWE ring? Ultimately, I think he's back here to screw Carmella in the end, but that's down the line. Ryan, thoughts on this match? By the way, I got that one wrong. So whenever you want to play Mr. Postman, another loss for your boy.
The Empress of yesterday is upon us. For the record, I love that chinless one to James Ellsworth. I thought the wink in the eye he gave to Asuka was small but effective, to say the least. I think they need each other, though, to be fair. I think it'll help her to have James Ellsworth by his side. I think it's a pretty good duo. It's sort of opposites attract, maybe a Beauty and the Beast sort of thing going on. Asuka, look, at the end of the day, once somebody's build is undefeated and they lose that, similar to Rusev at WrestleMania 31, it's very hard to recover and for people to see you in the same light. Asuka, similar to Shinsuke, is far from dead and buried in the water. But a big pay-per-view win or two wouldn't help her in the next few months. Wouldn't help us, though.
All right. Yeah. We'll see where it goes from here. I think they'll probably continue an angle. So, all right, let's move on. We've gone long enough tonight. As the bigger matches come, I didn't take a lot of notes, but AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, last man standing match. This one went a half hour, 31 minutes, 15 seconds for the WWE Championship. I thought it was a very good match considering how many disappointments we got previously between these two. I think, I've enjoyed the matches, but they weren't NJPW style. They've gotten a lot of heat off and a lot of comments off their previous matchups starting from WrestleMania. But my wife came in. She's with me. We wanted to see Shinsuke win really bad. Featured a lot of shenanigans on the outside with some table spots. I believe it's the Germans out there. You had the Spanish announce table as well as the SmackDown crew. Shinsuke could not get it done. AJ, there was some calf crusher action, typical spots Shinsuke had a Kinshasa off a table. There were some vicious moves. There was a Styles Clash onto the stairs. That was probably my pop of the night for that match. But, you know, I'm not hating because I like AJ Styles. AJ surpasses Shinsuke and surpasses the test. I think he's moving on. Shinsuke is going to have to go to the back of the line, I believe. Your boy, Jimmy the Mailman Milstead, picked Shinsuke Nakamura. How many losses did he have in WWE Championship matches? It's at least good at 6 or 7, right? Couldn't do it against Jinder. Some good bouts against AJ. Shinsuke, where do we go from here? It's been a great 2018 for me. The only thing missing for me was seeing Shinsuke Nakamura win the WWE Championship to become the 51st champion ever. Shin could not do it. AJ still the champion. What'd you think of this match, Ryan? And where does AJ Styles go now? Who is his next challenger?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think winning would have made him the 52nd.
Oh, is that right?
Champion, if I'm not mistaken. Jinder was the 50th, and obviously AJ.
Well,
who holds it now.
I was going off Jinder Mahal. He was the 50th. AJ obviously was already a champion when he won it back. That's what I was going off of. That's why I think. Yeah. So either or. Thoughts on the match and thoughts on the match and thoughts on who AJ's next opponent's going to be.
Obviously now since SummerSlam of last year, that's 6 attempts Shinsuke has had to win the championship, and he's yet to claim the gold. I do actually remember, correct me if I'm wrong, Mailman, you said to me earlier in the year that if Shinsuke hadn't become champion since WrestleMania next year, that you will shave your head. Did you say that?
Well, you're the one that said we have a stipulation in New York, so I'm saving it. I mean, I might trim this stuff. I don't even have the Shinsuke Nakamura look anymore. I used to have this side shaved. I got my boy James Deadpool Herrera. He thinks I know I need a haircut, but he thinks I look like AJ Styles now. Hey, thanks, man. That means maybe I'm good looking. I'm actually an ugly son of a bitch, but no, I love my mom, but.
Don't say that. Don't say that. That's not cool, man.
Yeah. Nah, kudos to all you guys watching tonight, man. Jeez, this is the most guys we've ever had. We're just a bunch of fans bullshitting here, and I will read every comment you guys throw at me here. John says he loves the last man standing match, but man, that low blow by AJ. James Deadpool Herrera, Shinsuke Nakamura has not had his outstanding performance on the main roster yet. I can totally agree. Loose Cannon, he believes AJ Styles wins because AJ is on the cover for WWE 2K19. That's going to be announced tomorrow. So, you know, there's always a possibility Shinsuke can go to Raw and have a shot at the Universal title. But right now, I don't see this rivalry going any longer. So, James, you're total, Deadpool, you're totally AJ Styles. AJ stands for Amazing Jimmy. Man, you guys are blowing my feet up, man. You guys are making me feel really good, man. You guys, I'm not worthy, man. You guys are awesome. Ryan, floor is yours before we go to the next match. Thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, my pick for the men's Money in the Bank was Samoa Joe, so that was a bit of my motivation in going for AJ Styles. At this point, it will be interesting to see who he faces at SummerSlam. I don't know if Vince is hesitant to pull the trigger on Shinsuke as champion. I think being a heel has given him a new lease of life. He's definitely come out of his shell since doing nothing remarkable since his first year on the main roster, up until his Royal Rumble victory, which is actually one of the best Royal Rumble matches of, It's definitely up there. It's in the top 5.
Yeah.
No, but obviously AJ, he makes a good point about AJ being there because he'll probably be on the cover. And, you know, they're not against doing stuff like that. It's PR at the end of the day. You know, AJ is AJ is just a gift. I don't want to. AJ is the gift from the wrestling gods. He's just good. He's just a good fucking wrestler.
Yep. All right.
Don't get me wrong. He's no Kenny Omega at the moment, but you know, if you're working for WWE, that doesn't really give you the freedom to be the best wrestler in the world.
Yeah.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Let me throw this out there real quick. Speaking of Kenny Omega, would you guys be interested? I got James Deadpool Herrera and John Luscan Lopez. The G1 tournament, if you guys are New Japan fans, I was thinking about doing some kind of picking contest. I'll advertise here in the coming weeks. I know it's coming up here real soon. The G1, I ran some cool wrestlers. You guys are going to be in my Royal Rumble pool next year. I will give you more details on that. We have a year before that, but if you guys are interested, let me know. We're going to be doing a G1 prediction contest. We're going to have some prizes. I'll put a Pro Wrestling Tees gift card out there. We can do some money if you guys want to. If you guys are into that. If you guys aren't, that's cool. I'm looking for 10 to 15 people. We can, I know I've already got 5 people interested. That's coming up. I'll let you know more details as it comes closer, and I'll advertise it better. But we haven't done a contest. I wasn't able to get a World Cup pool going in time because of my Washington Capitals trip. But I'm ready for another contest, and the next one will be the G1 tournament for New Japan. So I'm throwing that out there. We'll maybe whet your appetite. Hit me up if you're interested. We'll get the ball rolling here in the coming weeks. But let's move on real quick. We better get on with it. Ronda Rousey, her first championship opportunity, takes on Nia Jax tonight. We already talked about this much in depth for the Raw Women's WWE Championship. This match ended up going 11 minutes, 5 seconds, and it ended up Ronda Rousey winning by defeating Nia Jax by disqualification because Nia Jax's old friend Alexa Bliss enters the fray to end the contest, and then she cashes in a match that is not counting on our records. Alexa Bliss ended up winning the title in 35 seconds over Nia Jax in the end. We already talked about this, Ryan, but since Alexa Bliss is your bae, I don't really have a lot of millennial sayings, but you're before anyone else, right? Is that what it is? Before anyone, I don't know what is your bae, but your bae, Alexa Bliss, is the Raw Women's Champion again, and I'll let you have the floor. She wins it in 35 seconds after that disqualification. Your thoughts on Ronda Rousey's performance overall in the 11 minutes, 5 seconds she got to wrestle tonight?
I'll be frank, I don't want to talk about Ronda Rousey. I definitely don't want to talk about Nia Jax.
Yeah.
The goddess was clearly bored of her Money in the Bank briefcase, and she wanted to upgrade for something that had a little more glitz, sparkle, bliss. 5 times women's champion. The internet's very solid tonight. A lot of hurt butts out there, but
me included.
Like I say, I'll get me a boat and I'll sail through a river of your tears.
Salty.
The Raw Women's Championship is where it's going to be. Don't get me wrong, she's a bang average wrestler. she's not overrated as a wrestler because she's not rated as a wrestler. Her skills lie in her exceptional mic work and her dedication to a character. Nobody talks about her. Nobody plays a character better. I mean, God help us all if she was as good a wrestler as Charlotte Flair. There'd be no need for anybody else.
Yeah.
We just need to make 20 clones of her and divvy them over both rosters. But no, it'd be interesting to see where this takes. Obviously, Ronda Rousey's going to be pissed to high heaven at her.
Yeah, Phil.
I didn't really want to see a continuation of the Nia Jax Alexa Bliss storyline, which was somewhat of a botch.
Yeah.
I was hoping she'd carry the briefcase for some time, but at the end of the day, no, she wants to cash it in and claim what's rightfully hers. Who am I to disagree?
Yeah, no, I mean,
she walked into the All-State Arena with nothing. She left with the Money in the Bank briefcase and the Raw Women's Championship. Cry me a river, cry me a river, cry me a river.
the Rat Boy, Ryan Alexander Taylor, one of the biggest Alexa Bliss marks out there. Tim Kelly, he didn't watch tonight's pay-per-view. I don't think he joined. We have 4 viewers. I wonder who my other viewer is. Kudos, guys, for joining me tonight. But we're missing Rory tonight. We will have a kick-ass show before Extreme Rules, and I want to get you guys on again. We'll take calls next show. Before we wrap it up here, let's talk about the main event. It was the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, where we had a lot of like we had on our prediction show. Any one of these guys could have won. Money in the Bank ladder match went 20 minutes even from what I'm seeing as a time. Braun Strowman defeats Bobby Roode, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Kofi Kingston, Rusev Day. Happy Rusev Day to each and every one of you, by the way, and a happy Father's Day. Samoa Joe and The Miz. A hell of a good field. Before the match at the beginning of the show, I really enjoyed Kevin Owens' segment trying to get people to recruit people to gang up on Braun Strowman. He went, I believe, to Samoa Joe at the pre-show. Joe wasn't having any of it, and then he also went to the New Day. He brought him a garbage bag full of pancakes with some Canadian maple syrup. I thought that was pretty funny. The New Day was not having any of it, but they ended up stealing his maple syrup. I was really pleased to see Kofi Kingston be the member for the New Day. I eventually want to see one day this guy. I think this might have been a prelude. I would love to see Kofi Kingston be a world champion before his career is over. I got this pick wrong, guys. I picked one of the members of the New Day. I thought maybe Big E could have been inserted. You could have put any one of these guys. I want the New Day to be represented. I got that pick wrong. If you could play Mr. Postman, Ryan, at any time. That was my last loss. I went 9-6 for the weekend. Not very good for me, but, you know, it's about enjoying the product and making off-the-wall picks, but I am still tied for first place. My favorite spot, I think, in this ladder match, there was a couple of them, but the coup de grace from Finn Balor way up top. Was it on Bobby Roode? I can't even remember. I got to rewatch this match. I usually get crazy at the end. I miss a lot of stuff. But there it is. Guys, I lost that match. Braun Strowman ends up getting the briefcase. I don't think he needs it. A guy of his stature, what is this guy waiting on? What do you guys think? A guy like Brock Lesnar, it's not a guy that's going to show up every night to cash in. Does Brock Lesnar have a match on Raw or something? I mean, I wasn't too excited to see a big man like Braun Strowman win the he doesn't need it, but I was pleased to see something different. Maybe Vince McMahon's going to pull something out of his sleeve a couple more times before his era is over. I'm just going to roll with the punches. Ryan, was there any highlight for this match? I didn't think it was the greatest Money in the Bank ladder match ever, but Finn Balor had some good moves. I enjoyed Kofi. The floor is yours, sir. 20 minutes, even, this match.
Again, it's still my original pick was Samoa Joe. I think it was a good swerve. They made us all think that since a Raw gal won it, maybe a SmackDown guy was going to win it. But both contracts go back to Monday Night Raw. Well, one of them does. So we'll see how Stephanie McMahon and Constable Corbin feel about that. Digging the new haircut, Baron. I thought there's some decent spots, but I think they made Braun Strowman look like the superstar he is. I've never seen anybody with his combination of just size, speed, agility. He doesn't necessarily need the money in the big briefcase, but Braun's, for me, he isn't going to cash it in when somebody's beaten and bloodied on the canvas. I think he's going to be the one to do it face to face. He's going to look whoever in the eyeball and say, "You're mine."
Yeah.
I think it'll be intriguing. I can't see him carrying this briefcase for long.
Yeah,
really, I can't see Braun Strowman trolling people with it a long time.
Yeah, he doesn't need that thing.
Traditionally go on a streak of losses, but again, his match with Brock Lesnar at No Mercy was a 10-12 minute dud. So it's going to be interesting to see where we go with this.
I got Braun and Alexa. They're the big winners tonight. They're hanging out in the Stanley Cup. Back to John and James Deadpool Herrera. John also was with us, Ryan. He thought I guess this match got cut. It was supposed to be the B Team versus Bray and Woken Matt. I don't think that made the roster or made the card just because of time. These guys were asking.
The pay-per-view stretched well over 4 hours.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have made sense to have 2 tag team championship matches on the kickoff show. That would have buried them.
Yeah. All right. Well, once again, your overall thought for the men's or the Money in the Bank offering here in Chicago. I thought the crowd was outstanding. It was an entertaining night for me. Guys, I'm all about being entertained, even if the wrestling is not up. I think the guys work hard and the gals work hard. I'm a mark, but WWE sometimes doesn't fit the bill, and people complain all the time. But I always look at the big picture, and I was entertained tonight, and that's the bottom line. And the mailman can sip on that. And even if Shinsuke lost, I really enjoyed that match as well. This is what it's all about. Talking wrestling, having you guys join us. We got to do this more often. I know we're really long, and our next show will be before Extreme Rules, and I hope you guys join us, and we'll hopefully take some phone calls. Ryan, floor is yours. Let's wrap it up. Any final thoughts on this weekend here as Chicago was the home to NXT TakeOver Chicago Part 2 and Money in the Bank?
It's been a good week. These TakeOver weekends especially are a real highlight of the wrestling calendar. For me personally, I enjoyed the hell out of TakeOver, and regardless of why I thought anything, I fanboyed out, I marked out, whatever you want to call it. My favorite, she won in the bank, she won the briefcase, so as far as I'm concerned, I got the results I wanted, I got the entertainment I wanted. It's something about my dedication to this show, though. On Friday night, I stayed up till about 7 o'clock because I had to walk home half an hour from the bars. It's now 6:45, so I'm going to be up past 7. So that's 2 out of 3 nights where I've been up.
Rat Boy.
Uninterrupted past 7 a.m.
Rat Boy, you're my tag team partner, man. I really appreciate your dedication, and I love you, brother. I love you, John Loose Cannon, Marc Wood, James Deadpool Herrera, Rory. Can't wait to get him back on. guys, Rat Boy, Ryan Alexander, give him a salute. The guy's up so early. Thank God you have tomorrow off, right?
Thank God I do.
We'll get some rest, buddy. And be rest assured, you're only 10 games behind us. As you are 25 and 29, you have a lot of time, sir. You made some games up on me. Me and Rory are tied at 35 and 19. How are you guys doing out there in your predictions? Put them in your comments. I haven't been able to write all your predictions down. Play along with us for the year. We're going from WrestleMania to WrestleMania. So
unless I'm mistaken, there's 9 pay-per-views and 4 takeovers, including WrestleMania weekend. So there's 13 shows left. The comeback is well and truly on.
There you go. Well,
I needed this. It was a good week for me. I needed the points. So again, okay. There we go.
The final bell. My daughter Lauren, do you have any final words? I want to wish every one of you guys that are dads out there a happy Father's Day. My daughter Lauren, she's awesome. She just started learning to drive, and she's all over the place.
I've been driving.
Well, she's been driving, but I love the hell out of her. She's not coming on camera right now. Give me a fist bump. All right.
Wait, let's do it on camera.
She's going to come on camera. Hurry up. Come on. We got to wrap it up. She brought a fist down here. All right. Blow it up. All right. I love each and every one of you guys. Ryan, can you play Mr. Postman? Rory Barr. Love you, brother. If you're going to watch this, thanks for joining us. Our next show is Extreme Rules prediction show. And we will advertise that when we go live for it. I hope you guys join us. Money in the Bank. Lauren, my daughter's laughing in the background. Guys, a great night. Have a great week. I will advertise our next show before the week's out. And Ryan, get some rest, buddy. John Luzcan Lopez, James Deadpool Herrera, happy Father's Day. Until next time, Marc Wood, I love the hell out of you too. It's been a fun 2018. And congrats to all the money. Congrats to Braun Strowman, Alexa Bliss, and all you wrestling fans in Chicago. This one's for you. Hell of a crowd. Jimmy the Mailman Milstead out. Ryan, hang on the line. I'm going to send you off air. This one's for you guys. Happy Father's Day. And we're going to still celebrate the Stanley Cup through the whole summer. We'll talk to you soon. Extreme Rules, our next pay-per-view in Pittsburgh, mid-July. And we'll talk to you soon. I'll promote it, and I'll let you guys know when the next show is. Wrestling is awesome, and it's going to be happening. Quotation marks. Gorilla Monsoon. Rest in peace, sir. One of my favorites of all time. The Small Package, episode 26 in the books. Thanks for joining us, guys. And, good night.